Imagine waking up each day with a positivity that fuels your dreams, yet research shows that nearly 80% of people struggle with negative thoughts that hold them back. Optimistic thinking, Rewire Your Brain for Positivity, addresses this common barrier, offering a pathway from limiting beliefs to a mindset grounded in growth and resilience. Throughout this 9-chapter journey, we will blend the powerful concepts of neuroplasticity, habit architecture, and self-belief into a practical blueprint designed for transformation. I invite you to test each idea in your daily life, envisioning your future self narrating a success story. Remember, meaningful change begins the moment you turn the page. Optimistic Thinking, Rewire Your Brain for Positivity, compiled and published by Brainpower Blueprint. Chapter 1, Embracing a New Perspective. Have you ever considered how profoundly a simple shift in perspective can change your entire day? It's remarkable to think that a slight adjustment in how we view challenges or setbacks can transform our experience from frustration to opportunity. In this chapter, we delve into the importance of embracing a new perspective, creating a foundation for cultivating optimism in our everyday lives. The way we frame our thoughts shapes our reality. It molds our reactions and influences our success. As you start this journey, imagine standing at a crossroads in life where your choices define not just your path, but also the clarity of your destination. Research shows that practices aimed at fostering positive perspectives can increase overall happiness and productivity. A study conducted at Harvard University found that individuals who actively reframe their thoughts to focus on the positive aspects of a situation reported feeling less stress and had better emotional well-being. This insight isn't just a reminder of the science behind optimism, it's an invitation for you to take an empowered step toward altering your outlook. Consider for a moment your own experiences. Think back to a time when you faced a setback, a moment that felt like an insurmountable obstacle. Perhaps it was a job loss, a failed relationship, or even a minor, everyday disappointment. Now reflect on how that moment could have transformed if you had seen it through a different lens. Let's say you lost a job. At first, the apparent loss feels overwhelming, but what if you chose to view it as a chance for new beginnings? It could open doors to opportunities that align more closely with your passions and strengths. Shifting your perspective in this way empowers you to move forward with intention and hope. Every challenge carries within it the seed of growth. By recognizing that your point of view can be consciously adjusted, you begin to reclaim agency over your experiences. Instead of being a passive observer in life, you become an active creator. Each day presents a fresh canvas, ripe for painting your personal masterpiece through the lens of curiosity and possibility. This process does require practice, but the beauty lies in its simplicity. Start with small adjustments in your thinking and notice how your environment begins to transform alongside. Your thoughts are like the rudder of a ship, guiding you through calm seas and stormy waters alike. As you turn the page toward new insights and practices that reinforce this newfound perspective, remember that the journey is ongoing. The power to create change starts within you, and every positive thought you nurture is a step toward a brighter, more fulfilling future. Awaken the potential lying dormant in you and allow yourself to dream bigger than before. Each opportunity you embrace, every setback you reframe, builds momentum for a life filled with possibility. What if you chose to see every moment as an opportunity for growth? Embracing a new perspective is not just a choice, it's a revolution in how you navigate the world. Start by identifying your limiting beliefs. Next, reframe these beliefs into empowering affirmations that propel you forward. Finally, take consistent, small actions that align with your new perspective. Every step counts. This blueprint provides a simple, yet powerful framework for embracing a new perspective and transforming your life. Identifying limiting beliefs can feel daunting, but it is the first step toward liberation. These are the thoughts that creep into your mind, whispering doubts that hold you back from pursuing your dreams. Take a moment to reflect on the most common narratives in your inner dialogue. Perhaps you often tell yourself, "I can't," or "I'm not good enough." Recognizing these beliefs is crucial. Once you shine a light on the negative thoughts, they lose their power over you. It's like pulling a weed out of a garden. You create more space for growth when you eliminate what no longer serves you. As you become aware of these barriers, begin to jot them down. There's something liberating about putting pen to paper. It allows you to see what you're truly dealing with. Next, move forward by reframing those limiting beliefs into empowering affirmations. This acts as a flipping of the script, changing "I can't handle this" to "I am growing through challenges." By articulating affirmations, you're reinforcing a new narrative that reflects strength and possibility. Speak these affirmations daily, allowing their energy to seep into your subconscious mind. Consider incorporating them into your morning routine, perhaps by repeating them while looking in the mirror or writing them in a journal. The more you practice, the more you will internalize these empowering thoughts, nudging your brain towards a naturally optimistic state. Remember, words have incredible power, and by choosing words that uplift you, you are laying the groundwork for a profound shift in mindset. Now that you've identified your limiting beliefs and strengthened your mind with affirmations, it's time to take consistent, small actions that align with your new perspective. Action breeds momentum, and by intentionally taking steps, however small, you deepen the connection to your evolving thought patterns. This could mean seeking opportunities that previously intimidated you or engaging in new activities that foster growth. For example, if you aim to develop new skills, consider signing up for a workshop or reaching out to a mentor you admire. These actions can feel like daring leaps at first, but they reveal the truth. You are capable of so much more than you once believed. As you apply this blueprint in your daily life, the excitement of possibility will grow. Approach each day as an opportunity to practice your new narrative and reaffirm your commitment to adopting a positive perspective. Embrace slip-ups and setbacks along the way, not as failures, but as learning experiences that shape your journey. When challenged, remember the affirmations you've crafted and allow them to guide you through uncertainty. By committing to these steps, you are not merely rewriting your thoughts. You are actively reshaping your reality. In this transformative journey, the most powerful tool you possess is your willingness to shift your perspective. Trust in the process, stay committed, and watch how you begin to redefine resilience and possibility in your life. No change is too small or insignificant, and as your mindset evolves, so too will your world. Every shift you make ripples outward, allowing you to embrace your fullest potential while stepping boldly toward the future you envision. Meet Sarah, a passionate artist who faced self-doubt after her local gallery denied her submission for an exhibition. Instead of viewing this setback as a sign of failure, Sarah embraced a growth mindset. She took it as an opportunity to learn. Determined to improve, she sought feedback from experienced artists and enrolled in online courses to refine her skills. Months later, with her newfound techniques and confidence, Sarah created a series of pieces that resonated deeply with her vision. When she presented her work again, her pieces captivated not only the local gallery, but also a wider audience. Sarah's journey exemplifies how embracing challenges and committing to growth can transform setbacks into stepping stones for success. How might you identify a recent setback in your life and reframe it as a valuable learning experience that can guide your future actions? How might you incorporate empowering affirmations into your daily routine to cultivate a more positive and resilient mindset? How might you take a small, actionable step outside your comfort zone today that aligns with your newfound perspective and brings you closer to your aspirations? As you embark on this journey of transformation, remember that every thought you choose to nurture has the power to rewire your brain and ignite your path to positivity. By embracing a new perspective, you lay down a solid blueprint for growth that can reshape your reality, paving the way for remarkable possibilities ahead. Now that you have begun to shift your mindset, prepare to dive into the next chapter, where we will explore the incredible adaptability of your brain and discover how it can change with intention and effort. This journey is just beginning, and as always, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we continue to unlock the secrets of personal growth together. Stay engaged, keep practicing, and watch your life transform in beautiful ways. Chapter 2: The Brain's Power to Change. What if I told you that your brain is not a fixed entity, but a dynamic canvas, constantly shaped by your thoughts and experiences? This revolutionary idea, the brain's ability to change, is a cornerstone of personal growth known as neuroplasticity. Understanding that your brain is malleable empowers you to rethink your limits and embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. In this chapter, we will explore how harnessing neuroplasticity can enhance your mindset and ultimately transform your life. As you dive deeper into this concept, imagine your brain as a garden, where each thought is a seed that grows into a vine, bush, or tree. Every encouraging thought nourishes your garden, while negative thinking can choke the life out of it. Just as a neglected garden can become overgrown with weeds, so too can a mind filled with self-doubt and limiting beliefs stifle your potential. Research by neuroscientist Dr. Norman Doidge shows that people who actively engage in mental exercises can enhance their brain connections and even recover lost functions after injury. This finding underscores the power you already possess. The choice to cultivate thriving thought patterns is in your hands. To illustrate this transformative power of the brain, think of Jake, an aspiring writer who faced crippling self-doubt. He struggled with the idea that he wasn't talented enough, and those thoughts became barriers that hindered his progress. However, one day, while reading about neuroplasticity, Jake experienced a shift in perspective. He realized that his brain had the capacity to evolve, just like a muscle, through exercise. Inspired, Jake began to engage in daily writing exercises, allowing his creativity to flow freely without judgment. Over time, he nurtured a more positive self-image and developed confidence in his abilities. By allowing his thoughts to evolve, Jake rewired his brain towards resilience and creativity, ultimately finding success in sharing his stories. Recognizing that your brain can change is profound and exhilarating. You are not just a product of your circumstances. Rather, you hold the power to reshape your identity. Imagine waking up each morning with a sense of purpose, crafting your thoughts with intention, and watching as new pathways in your brain light up with each positive affirmation and optimistic action you take. This isn't merely a hopeful notion. It is a scientific reality waiting for you to embrace it. When you commit to this journey, it leads toward expansive opportunities for growth and fulfillment. As we delve into the science and practices of neuroplasticity in the chapters ahead, aim to remember that you are equipped with the tools necessary for change. The key lies in your willingness to engage and reshape your thoughts and behaviors actively. Your journey of self-discovery and empowerment starts with recognizing that change is not only possible, it's within your reach, limited only by your imagination and courage. The capacity of your brain to adapt and evolve is a testament to the incredible resilience and potential that resides within you. Embrace this idea and let it inspire your next step toward a more empowered and fulfilling life. Recognize your existing thought patterns. Reframe your negative beliefs into empowering truths. Engage in consistent practices that reinforce this transformation. By following this simple 3-step blueprint, you begin a remarkable journey into the power of your brain to change. As you embrace this mindset shift, it's important to actively participate in the rewiring process. Acknowledge that this isn't a passive endeavor. It requires commitment and willingness to explore paths you may have previously overlooked. Consider incorporating exercises that stimulate neuroplasticity, such as learning a new skill, practicing mindfulness, or engaging in creative activities. These actions challenge your brain and build new neural connections, enhancing your ability to adapt and thrive in various situations. Each moment you dedicate to expanding your capabilities is a moment you invest in your growth, reinforcing the belief that change is not just possible, but essential. Making this transformation can feel daunting initially, but it's helpful to remember that the journey is progressive. You might start with small, everyday choices, such as redesigning your daily routine or choosing to focus on a positive outcome instead of a daunting fear. This gradual approach opens doors and eases you into the process of rewiring your thoughts. As your confidence builds from these subtle changes, you naturally become more willing to tackle larger goals, trusting that your mind is equipped to handle new challenges. Embrace the notion that discomfort can lead to growth. When an artist creates a masterpiece, the transformative power lies not only in their talent, but also in their willingness to experiment, fail, and take risks. Similarly, your brain thrives when you push beyond familiar boundaries. For instance, think about Sam, who feared public speaking. Recognizing this as a barrier, Sam signed up for a local Toastmasters club. At first, the thought of addressing an audience sent shivers down his spine. Yet, by reframing his fear as an opportunity to grow, he shifted from a mindset of avoidance to one of engagement. Over time, Sam's confidence blossomed. He not only faced his fears but also discovered a passion for inspiring others through his story. As you navigate your journey of change, remain patient and kind to yourself. Progress may sometimes feel slow, but every effort matters, whether big or small. Each positive choice creates new pathways in your brain, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of extraordinary transformation. This journey isn't always linear. There will be ups and downs. Embracing those fluctuating experiences is vital to shattering the false narratives that limit your potential. You possess the power to rewrite your story, giving yourself permission to evolve at your own pace. Know that the work you put in today shapes the foundation of your future self. Allow your brain to serve as a guide, teaching you new ways of responding to life's challenges and embracing every opportunity. As we prepare to transition into the next chapter, remember that your brain's power to change is limitless. Look forward to uncovering strategies for breaking free from any lingering negativity that might be holding you back, setting you on a victorious path toward self-discovery and growth. Your journey, alongside the transformative potential of your brain, awaits. Meet Mia, a young woman with a passion for baking but plagued by self-doubt. After her first attempt at a local baking competition ended in failure, she felt crushed. Instead of giving up, Mia adopted a growth mindset. She viewed the experience as a valuable lesson and sought feedback from the judges. Committed to improvement, she started experimenting with new recipes and techniques, embracing each trial and error as an opportunity to learn. With time and practice, her skills flourished, allowing her to return to the competition the following year with newfound confidence. Not only did Mia win the award, but she also discovered the joy of resilience, proving that setbacks can be the stepping stones to success. How might you analyze a past setback to uncover valuable lessons that can inform your future actions? How might you challenge a current limiting belief by reframing it into a positive affirmation that motivates you to take action? How might you identify a new skill or habit to develop that aligns with your aspirations, embracing the discomfort of growth as part of your journey? The journey to unlocking your potential begins with recognizing that your brain holds the power to rewire itself and embrace change. With every conscious choice you make, you ignite new possibilities and lay down a vibrant blueprint for your growth. As you step into this newfound awareness, prepare to dive deeper in our next chapter, where we will explore strategies for breaking free from negativity that may still linger in your mind. This transformative process opens the door to even greater possibilities. And remember, you can stay connected with this empowering journey by subscribing to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we work together to explore the endless opportunities for personal development that await. Embrace the momentum, and let's move forward. Chapter 3. Breaking Free from Negativity. Have you ever noticed how a single negative thought can spiral, casting a shadow over your entire day? This pervasive negativity not only drains our energy, but creates mental barriers that hinder our ability to progress. In this chapter, we will explore how to break free from these negative thought patterns, inviting a sense of liberation and positivity into our lives. Let's take a closer look at the mechanisms behind negativity and discover the ways we can dismantle these barriers to open ourselves up to brighter possibilities. As we embark on this exploration, it's crucial to acknowledge that negativity often feels like a default setting in our minds. Our brains are wired to respond to threats, which can sometimes lead to excessive focus on problems rather than solutions or opportunities. This tendency is not a flaw. Rather, it is a byproduct of our survival instincts. However, within this challenge lies an incredible opportunity for growth. Research has shown that when individuals actively focus on cultivating positive emotions and gratitude, they can retrain their brains, leading to a decrease in negative thinking. Studies conducted by psychologists like Barbara Fredrickson have found that cultivating positive emotional experiences not only expands our awareness, but also builds resilience over time. Consider the story of Alex, who faced persistent feelings of inadequacy at work. Every mistake felt like a reflection of his worth, and he often ruminated on those moments, reinforcing a negative self-image. One day, during a routine team meeting, Alex caught a glimpse of a colleague struggling with a similar scenario. Rather than succumb to self-doubt, he chose to view the situation through a different lens. Inspired by a newfound perspective, he began jotting down his accomplishments and the positive feedback he had received over the years. This simple practice transformed his approach. By actively recognizing moments of success, rather than dwelling on mistakes, he rewired his thinking and found renewed confidence in his abilities. The journey toward breaking free from negativity requires conscious effort and intentionality. While challenges will inevitably arise, it's essential to remember that you hold the power to redirect your thoughts. Each time a negative thought arises, practice acknowledging it without judgment, then gently guide your focus towards something positive. Whether it's a recent success, a cherished memory, or a simple expression of gratitude, these conscious choices will help shift your perspective over time. Cultivating a practice of self-compassion can further aid in this process. Understanding that everyone faces setbacks allows you to approach your own experiences with kindness instead of criticism. Recognizing that negativity can be dismantled empowers you to take charge of your mindset. These small but impactful shifts create ripples that enhance your overall sense of well-being. Imagine embracing each day as an opportunity to foster positivity, awakening yourself to the potential that lies within. This journey is about more than just pushing away negative thoughts. It's about creating space for joy, growth, and resilience. Just as a gardener meticulously clears away weeds to allow vibrant flowers to flourish, so too can you nourish your mind with positivity and hope. Embrace the truth that you have the ability to rewrite your narrative and cultivate a life rich with uplifting energy and purpose. Acknowledge your negative thoughts without judgment. Reframe each negative thought with a positive affirmation that nurtures your self-worth. Cultivate a daily practice of gratitude to shift your focus toward the positive aspects of your life. By employing this concise 3-step blueprint, you empower yourself to break free from the chains of negativity. As you navigate this path, it is essential to remember that acknowledging negativity is not about indulging it, but rather bringing it to light so you can work through it. Think of your negative thoughts as clouds passing overhead. You can observe them without letting them rain down on your spirit. By forming this kind of awareness, you begin to separate your thoughts from your identity. Realizing that thoughts are merely passing experiences allows you to cultivate a neutral stance toward them. This detachment can lessen their grip on you, opening the door for new, positive narratives to take root. Following this realization, shifting to positive affirmations serves as a powerful tool to reshape your internal dialogue. When faced with a critical thought, take a moment to rephrase it into something uplifting. For example, transform "I always mess up" into "every mistake is an opportunity for growth." This reframing not only encourages self-kindness, but also reinforces the reality that growth comes from experience, not perfection. By regularly practicing affirmation, you build a foundation of self-belief that colors your perception of challenges positively. Integrating a gratitude practice into your daily routine can further enhance your ability to combat negativity. Start with the simple habit of jotting down 3 things you are grateful for each day. They can be as small as a warm cup of coffee in the morning or as significant as a supportive friend. This practice allows you to train your brain to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. Over time, you may find that your overall outlook shifts naturally. Instead of seeking what's wrong, you begin to notice what's right in your world, enriching your sense of joy and fulfillment. Consider the story of Emma, who discovered the transformative power of gratitude during a particularly challenging season of her life. When faced with the demands of her job and personal responsibilities, she often felt overwhelmed by negativity. Realizing a change was necessary, she committed to her new gratitude practice wholeheartedly. Each day, Emma made time to reflect on her blessings, no matter how small. Over the weeks, this simple habit became her sanctuary amidst the chaos, enlightening her perspective and reminding her of the beautiful nuances of life. As you work through these strategies, keep embracing the notion that breaking free is not an overnight process, but a continual journey. Recognize that setbacks might occur, but view them as opportunities to reassess and re-engage with your practices. Each time you reframe a thought or express gratitude, you reinforce positive alternatives within your mind, paving a smoother path to resilience and emotional clarity. Ultimately, liberating yourself from negativity is a vital step toward realizing your fullest potential. By implementing this journey into your life, you shine a light on the power of your choices, transforming obstacles into opportunities for personal evolution. Embrace this chance to nurture a mindset anchored in positivity and self-empowerment, preparing you to tackle whatever challenges come your way with renewed strength and hope. The horizon ahead is filled with promise, waiting for you to seize it. Meet David, a high school basketball player with dreams of earning a college scholarship. Despite his dedication, he faced repeated setbacks, including missing key free throws in crucial games. Instead of succumbing to frustration, David adopted a growth mindset. He sought feedback from his coach and watched videos to analyze his technique. Embracing each failure as an opportunity to improve, he dedicated extra hours to practice, focusing on his weaknesses. With unwavering determination, David transformed his skills over the season. By the end of the year, he not only excelled during games, but also received offers from several colleges. David's journey illustrates how embracing challenges and learning from failures can truly lead to impressive growth and achievement. How might you identify a recent challenge you faced, and what valuable lessons did you learn that could guide your future actions? How might you replace a recurring negative thought with an empowering affirmation to enhance your self-confidence and resilience? How might you create a daily gratitude practice that allows you to focus on the positive aspects of your life, ultimately reshaping your outlook on challenges? Breaking free from negativity allows you to rewire your mind, ignite new possibilities, and construct a vibrant blueprint for a fulfilling life. As you continue this journey, prepare to explore practical strategies in the next chapter that will help you develop powerful positive thought patterns, further solidifying the gains you've made. Remember, this journey strengthens with each step you take, so stay engaged and aligned with your transformation. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, to discover more insights and tools to support your growth. Together, we're building not just a better mindset, but a brighter future filled with endless potential. Embrace the momentum and let's move forward. Chapter 4. Mastering Positive Thought Patterns. How often do you find yourself caught in a web of negative thoughts, unable to see the light? The truth is that the stories we tell ourselves shape our reality more than we realize. In this chapter, we will explore how mastering positive thought patterns can significantly enhance your mindset and empower you to navigate life's challenges with confidence. Cultivating a perspective rooted in positivity is not simply about thinking happy thoughts. It's about actively reshaping your internal narrative to serve and uplift you. As we dive into this topic, consider that abandoning an entrenched negative mindset takes practice, patience, and dedicated effort. Positive thought patterns act like a compass that guides us toward fulfillment and healthier decision-making. Research conducted by psychologist Martin Seligman highlights the importance of positive psychology, revealing that individuals who consciously shift their thinking toward optimism report higher levels of well-being and life satisfaction. Seligman's findings suggest that adopting a positive outlook isn't just beneficial, it's transformative, paving the way for personal and professional growth. Now, let's reflect on the story of Julia, a woman who spent years feeling overwhelmed by negative thoughts regarding her career. No matter her efforts, failures echoed loudly in her mind, drowning out her accomplishments and potential. One day, Julia stumbled upon the concept of gratitude journaling, and something clicked. She started a daily practice of writing down 3 things she appreciated about herself and her work. Initially, it felt foreign to focus on the positive, yet with each passing day, she noticed subtle changes in her mindset. Instead of dwelling on mistakes, Julia began celebrating small wins. Whether it was a compliment from a coworker or successfully completing a challenging project, she actively chose to focus on what went right. This practice not only elevated her mood, but began to reshape how she viewed herself in her professional life. As the days turned into weeks, Julia's confidence grew, leading her to tackle new challenges without the crippling fear of failure. She had trained her brain to seek out positivity, reprogramming her thought patterns to embrace a sense of possibility. The narrative shifted. Instead of seeing her setbacks as reflections of her abilities, she now recognized them as stepping stones toward growth. With time, Julia not only improved her self-esteem but also excelled in her role, ultimately influencing her coworkers to adopt similar practices. Her transformation speaks volumes about the power we hold when we commit to mastering positive thought patterns in our lives. In mastering positivity, you create a framework for resilience and empowerment. Acknowledge that this journey requires ongoing commitment, as each thought we believe adds a thread to the fabric of our lives. With each positive affirmation and practice implemented, you reshape your inner dialogue and revive your sense of purpose. Be bold in your pursuit of a positive mindset. Embrace the beauty of progress and surround yourself with uplifting influences. Remember that the mind is a powerful tool. By actively choosing to master positive thought patterns, you position yourself to bask in the glow of possibility, invigorating your spirit and lighting the way toward your aspirations. Your journey begins with the choice to think positively, sowing seeds of empowerment as you navigate a vibrant life filled with promise. Recognize your negative thoughts as they arise. Reframe these thoughts into positive narratives that encourage growth. Commit to daily practices that reinforce positive thinking and cultivate an uplifting mindset. By following this simple 3-step blueprint, you'll begin the transformative journey toward mastering positive thought patterns. As you implement these strategies, remember that awareness is a crucial first step. Negative thoughts often appear like uninvited guests at a party, diverting your attention from the joy and celebration around you. Embrace this opportunity to acknowledge their presence without allowing them to take center stage in your mind. When you recognize a negative thought, take a moment to identify it clearly. Is it a fear, a doubt, or a critical voice from your past? Labeling these thoughts creates distance, enabling you to detach from them and minimizing their emotional weight. Once you've identified a negative thought, the next step is reframing it into a positive narrative. This practice requires intentionality, as you replace self-defeating statements with affirmations that promote confidence and growth. For instance, converting "I can't handle this" into "I am equipped to meet this challenge" shifts your focus away from limitation and opens the door to possibilities. Reframing emphasizes growth by encouraging you to see obstacles as opportunities for learning, rather than tests of your abilities. With each small shift, you not only enhance your ability to cope with difficulties, but also foster a thriving mindset. Integrating daily practices into your life will solidify this new pattern of thinking. Consider the power of mindfulness practices, such as meditation or visualization. By dedicating just a few moments each day to quiet reflection, you can cultivate a fertile ground for positive thoughts to blossom. Picture your goals and visualize yourself achieving them with confidence. This process conditions your mind to embrace success. Journaling is another powerful tool to document your journey, offering you a platform to express gratitude and reflect on triumphs, both big and small. Each entry creates a tapestry of positivity that confirms your growth and resilience. Think of the story of Leo, a software engineer who struggled to create a work-life balance amidst the demands of his job. Often overwhelmed, he found himself nursing negative thoughts that discouraged change. After committing to intentional mindfulness practices, Leo started to recognize the power of his mindset. He implemented a morning routine focused on gratitude and set clear intentions for his day. As a result, he began to notice improvements not only in his productivity, but also in his satisfaction with work and life. Leo's experience illustrates how transforming negative thoughts can lead to tangible outcomes and brighter perspectives. By consistently applying these strategies, you reinforce your ability to respond to challenges with resilience and optimism. The transformative power of your thoughts reverberates through every aspect of your life, guiding your actions and shaping your interactions. Note that while the journey to mastering positive thought patterns might not always be without its bumps, staying the course will deepen your self-awareness and foster a greater sense of empowerment. As you embrace this process, you are constructing a new narrative filled with possibility and hope. The commitment to positivity is not just a fleeting endeavor. It is a profound commitment to your well-being and personal evolution. Each step you take toward mastering your thoughts ignites the spark of confidence and invites you to revel in the beauty of life's potential. Remember, the power to write your own story lies within you, waiting to be boldly expressed through a mindset molded with positivity and growth. Meet Tara, a dedicated student who faced severe academic challenges. Despite her best efforts, she struggled with mathematics, frequently receiving low grades. Instead of succumbing to despair, Tara adopted a growth mindset. She sought help from her teacher and joined a study group, viewing each setback as an opportunity to learn rather than a reflection of her intelligence. With perseverance, she practiced consistently, celebrating small milestones along the way. As her understanding deepened, so did her confidence. By the end of the semester, Tara improved her math grade dramatically and even began tutoring others. Her journey exemplifies how embracing challenges and learning from mistakes can lead to remarkable personal growth and success. How might you identify a specific area of your life where negative thinking has held you back? And what steps can you take to begin reframing those thoughts into positive ones? How might you incorporate daily affirmations into your routine to reinforce a belief in your ability to overcome challenges and achieve your goals? How might you create a personal gratitude practice that encourages you to focus on what's going well in your life, effectively shifting your mindset towards positivity? Mastering positive thought patterns empowers you to rewire your mindset, igniting a life filled with possibility and growth. As you prepare to continue this transformative journey, the next chapter will guide you in cultivating habits of optimism that will reinforce the positive shifts you've begun to make. Remember, every moment you invest in your personal development strengthens your foundation for success. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we will dive deeper into the techniques and insights to enhance your journey further. Together, let's continue to construct a vibrant future full of potential and purpose. Embrace the excitement of what lies ahead. Chapter 5: The Habits of Optimism. Have you ever noticed how a simple shift in habit can transform your entire outlook on life? Optimism isn't just a state of mind. It is a proactive approach to life that can be cultivated through positive habits. In this chapter, we will explore the essential practices that can help embed optimism into your daily routine, creating lasting effects not only in your mindset, but also in your overall well-being. By consciously choosing habits that energize and support a positive perspective, you develop resilience against life's challenges, allowing you to thrive amidst uncertainties. As we embark on this exploration, it's important to recognize that optimism does not mean ignoring difficulties or challenges. Rather, it involves adopting a mindset that views them as opportunities for growth and learning. Studies from renowned psychologist Angela Duckworth reveal that optimistic individuals often demonstrate higher levels of achievement and well-being. They tend to approach setbacks with curiosity and determination, transforming obstacles into life lessons. When we engage in optimistic behaviors, we equip ourselves with the tools to expand our potential and navigate life's challenges with grace and confidence. Consider the journey of Mark, a freelance graphic designer who often found himself feeling overwhelmed by the unpredictable nature of his work. The stress of inconsistent income and client demands frequently led him to a negative mindset where doubt crept in, suffocating his creativity. A turning point came when Mark decided to implement small daily practices that shifted his focus toward optimism. He began each morning with a brief meditation session that centered on what he was grateful for, followed by setting clear intentions for the day. Through this practice, he nurtured a growth-oriented mindset that opened him up to new opportunities. As the weeks progressed, Mark noticed a remarkable shift. By reinforcing his daily routine with these uplifting habits, he became more flexible and adaptable in the face of challenges. Client rejections no longer felt like dead ends. Instead, they were stepping stones that directed him toward more aligned opportunities. Mark quickly learned the power of viewing challenges through a lens of learning rather than limitation, celebrating each small victory along the way. The transformation in his perspective not only bolstered his confidence, but also enriched his creative process, resulting in designs that felt more authentic and aligned with his vision. Emphasizing these habits of optimism equips you to reshape your daily experiences and interactions. Developing resilience does not happen overnight. It requires sustained effort and intent. Every action you take toward fostering positivity, whether through gratitude practices, mindfulness moments, or affirmations, reinforces this transformative journey. Each step serves as a building block in constructing a brighter and more optimistic outlook. Consistency in these habits cultivates a foundation that supports your growth and nurtures a sense of joy and fulfillment. As you embrace the habits of optimism, remember that they are not solely about maintaining a cheerful demeanor, but rather about cultivating an inner strength that enables you to navigate life's complexities with confidence and hope. Expressing gratitude, practicing mindfulness, and focusing on possibilities evolve into a lifestyle that empowers you to embrace each day as a fresh opportunity for growth and enrichment. By consciously choosing optimism through your habits, you unlock the true potential within, setting the stage for an expansive and fulfilling journey ahead. Recognize moments of negativity when they arise. Shift your focus to the positive aspects of a situation. Commit to surrounding yourself with uplifting influences and practicing gratitude daily. By following this 3-step blueprint, you lay the groundwork for embedding optimism into your habits. As you implement these strategies, understand that the transformation toward a more optimistic outlook requires mindful practice. Recognizing negativity is the first step. Cognitive distortions may creep in without you even noticing. Those moments often arise in challenging situations or when faced with self-doubt. As you notice these thoughts, it becomes essential to pause and evaluate your self-talk. Ask yourself, is there another way to view this situation? This practice fosters self-awareness and opens the door for productive reframing. Shifting your focus to the positive should not be interpreted as dismissing reality. Instead, it involves actively engaging with it in a way that encourages forward movement. Celebrating small wins is a crucial aspect of this journey. Consider celebrating simple accomplishments, like completing a task or outmaneuvering a tricky problem. Each of these wins, no matter how small, contributes to your sense of agency. Start a daily journal where you can record these victories, reinforcing the idea that progress exists everywhere. Furthermore, committing to uplifting influences plays a significant role in nurturing an optimistic mindset. Surround yourself with supportive individuals, those who uplift you and share uplifting stories, think positively, and challenge negativity. This influence acts like your own personal cheerleading squad. When you engage with people who radiate positivity, their energy becomes contagious, reminding you of the beauty in focusing on what truly matters. Their encouragement helps to deepen your understanding that every setback is merely a setup for growth, anchoring your newfound habits of optimism. Consider Sarah, who worked in a corporate environment that often leaned toward a negative outlook. Instead of succumbing to the prevailing negativity, Sarah decided to shift her mindset and habits. She made it a point to create a small circle of positive colleagues, gathering weekly to discuss challenges through the lens of opportunity. Together, they shared their accomplishments while also supporting one another through difficulties. The result was palpable. Not only did Sarah's morale improve, but her productivity surged. By intentionally creating an environment filled with positive energy, Sarah experienced firsthand the transformative effect of optimistic habits on both her personal and professional life. Practicing gratitude is another powerful amplifier of your optimistic perspective. Designate moments in your day to express gratitude, whether through a written list or mental reflections. Acknowledge even the simplest blessings, perhaps a warm cup of tea or a good conversation. These acknowledgments build a repertoire of positivity in your mind. The act of focusing on gratitude shifts your attention from what's lacking in your life to what is already abundant. This positive shift in focus fundamentally alters your mindset, allowing you to cultivate optimism even in challenging moments. As you consistently apply these habits into your daily life, watch as your sense of empowerment deepens. These changes may start subtly, but with dedication and intent, they will accumulate, creating a more optimistic worldview. This journey is about more than thoughts. It's about reprogramming your responses and developing resilience to life's hurdles. Step forward with courage and embrace the beauty that lies ahead, knowing that your optimistic habits will be your guiding light, shaping your reality into one filled with promise and opportunity. Trust in the process and allow these habits to cultivate a new normal permeated by positivity. Meet Laura, a marketing professional who faced constant criticism for her presentations. Instead of feeling defeated, she adopted a growth mindset. Laura sought feedback from her peers, viewing their critiques as valuable insights rather than personal attacks. She began dedicating time to practice and improve her speaking skills, even attending workshops to learn new techniques. Each presentation became a stepping stone for learning and growth, and Laura started celebrating small victories along the way. Over time, her confidence blossomed, leading to recognition from her colleagues and management alike. Laura's journey demonstrates that embracing feedback and committing to ongoing improvement can turn perceived failures into remarkable achievements, illustrating the power of a growth mindset in action. How might you identify a recent challenge and reframe it as an opportunity for growth, learning, or self-improvement in your life? How might you seek and embrace constructive feedback from others to enhance your skills and deepen your understanding in a specific area? How might you establish a routine that celebrates small wins each day, reinforcing your belief in your ability to grow and succeed over time? Nurturing positive habits enables you to rewire your mind for optimism and unlock the potential to create a fulfilling life. As we move forward, prepare to explore the powerful role of resilience in overcoming setbacks in our next chapter, where we will delve into strategies that transform challenges into stepping stones toward success. Your journey toward a brighter, more empowered mindset continues to unfold. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, to stay connected and access deeper insights to enhance your growth. Together, let's ignite the path toward a life of purpose and possibility as each chapter builds upon the foundation you've embraced. Chapter 6. Rewiring your automatic responses. Have you ever paused to consider how many thoughts you have each day that don't serve you? Often, these automatic responses shape our reactions and decisions without us even realizing it. In this chapter, we will delve into the powerful concept of rewiring these automatic responses to foster a more positive and constructive mindset. By understanding the habitual nature of our thoughts, you can take charge of your reactions and develop responses that align with your goals and values rather than outdated patterns. As we explore this vital topic, it's important to acknowledge that automatic responses are largely shaped by our past experiences and beliefs. They often emerge as comfort zones meant to protect us, yet they can sometimes limit our growth. Research by Dr. Richard Davidson emphasizes how automatic thought patterns can significantly influence our emotional well-being. In his studies, Davidson discovered that with mindful practice, individuals could retrain their brains, promoting more beneficial automatic responses. This research reveals that by actively identifying and altering these mental habits, we have the power not only to change how we think, but also to improve our overall emotional state. Take the story of Jared, a junior high school teacher, who often found himself reacting defensively when students challenged him. Initially, he viewed student inquiries as criticisms of his teaching ability, sparking a knee-jerk defensive response in him that created a divide between him and his class. One day, after an especially heated discussion with a student, Jared realized that his automatic response was counterproductive to fostering an open learning environment. Determined to change, he began practicing mindfulness techniques such as deep breathing and reflection. Over time, Jared learned to pause, assess his thoughts, and approach challenges with curiosity rather than defensiveness. By embracing a new perspective, he transformed his classroom dynamics and cultivated a supportive atmosphere for learning. Rewiring your automatic responses requires intention and practice. Begin by introducing habits that promote awareness. Incorporating mindfulness techniques into your routine can substantially benefit this process. Engaging in practices such as meditation or journaling allows you to observe your thoughts without judgment and helps you cultivate greater self-awareness. This heightened state of awareness creates fertile ground for change, giving you the ability to intervene before your automatic responses take over. Through consistent practice, you can shape new response patterns that align with your positive mindset and aspirations. As you embark on this journey of rewiring, understand that it is not about suppressing your initial reactions, but rather recognizing them and responding thoughtfully. Acknowledge that any ingrained habit takes time to reshape. Accept that setbacks may occur along the way. This is part of the growth process. Each time you practice awareness and intentionality, you reinforce your capability to navigate through responses that once governed your thoughts. Reframing the way you respond not only enhances personal growth, but empowers you with a sense of agency over your experiences. By acknowledging the influence of your automatic responses, you create a pathway to transformation. Embrace the beauty of learning to respond rather than react, elevating your emotional well-being while cultivating meaningful interactions in your life. Remember, every positive change you make in how you respond paves the way for a more fulfilling existence, allowing you to walk through life with purpose and clarity. You hold the key to rewiring your responses and redefining your reality. Now is the time to unlock that potential. Identify your automatic responses by observing your thoughts in real time. Challenge these responses by engaging in self-reflection and questioning their validity. Replace negative responses with constructive, supportive thoughts aligned with your goals. By following this 3-step blueprint, you set a solid foundation for rewiring your automatic responses and developing a more positive mindset. As you engage in this transformative process, it's crucial to understand that every moment of self-reflection opens a doorway to change. When you notice an automatic response, pause and take a breath. This simple act of mindfulness creates a space between the trigger and your reaction, allowing you to choose how to respond consciously. Instead of reacting out of habit, you can approach the situation from a place of clarity and intention. This practice not only empowers you, but also enhances your ability to respond thoughtfully in various situations. Challenging your automatic responses can feel uncomfortable at first, but it's essential to remember that discomfort is a sign of growth. Take time to analyze where these automatic reactions stem from. Consider journaling about moments when you found yourself reacting defensively or negatively. Write down the circumstances surrounding these reactions, as identifying patterns can help you connect the dots and understand the roots of your responses. The awareness generated from this exploration is invaluable. It allows you to question whether these responses serve your best interests or hinder your progress. Imagine Ava, a project manager who often felt overwhelmed when faced with tight deadlines. Her initial response was to feel anxious and reactive, snapping at her team when decisions needed to be made quickly. Determined to change this dynamic, Ava began actively monitoring her feelings in high-pressure situations. She introduced a practice of pausing to breathe deeply before responding, giving herself time to evaluate her thoughts. As she gained awareness, she uncovered that her anxiety often stemmed from a fear of failure. By recognizing this connection, Ava could address the root of her reaction and replace it with a supportive and positive outlook. Instead of reacting defensively, she started approaching her team with patience and collaboration, reinforcing a sense of unity and support. As you replace negative automatic responses with constructive affirmations, consider crafting personalized statements that resonate with you. For example, If you frequently find yourself thinking, "I can't handle this," reframe that thought into something empowering, like, "I have the skills and resilience to overcome this challenge." By evoking positivity in your inner dialogue, you establish a proactive mindset that can dramatically reshape your responses to adversity. Moving forward, commit to practicing this process daily. Building awareness may take time, but with persistent effort, you will rewire your thought patterns successfully. By taking responsibility for your responses, you activate a powerful sense of agency in your life. This accountability frees you from the grip of past programming, inviting you to cultivate new connections within your brain that reinforce positive responses. In the grand scheme of transformation lies the understanding that change breeds possibility. Every time you practice this three-step blueprint, you are masterfully rewiring pathways in your brain, expanding your capacity for resilience and positive action. Embrace the journey of reshaping your automatic responses and trust that you possess the strength to create a fulfilling narrative in your life. Each small victory reinforces your capability to thrive, allowing you to walk through challenges with newfound clarity and grace. Remember, your responses are not fixed. They are fertile ground for transformation, waiting for your nurturing touch to bring about lasting change. Meet Kim, a dedicated software developer who faced numerous rejections while applying for promotions. Initially, she felt disheartened, believing her skills weren't adequate. However, instead of succumbing to frustration, Kim adopted a growth mindset. She sought feedback from her manager, identifying areas for improvement, and enrolled in advanced programming courses to boost her expertise. Each rejection became a stepping stone rather than a setback, motivating her to refine her skills. After months of hard work, Kim applied for a promotion again and successfully landed the position. Her journey exemplifies how embracing challenges, seeking growth, and learning from setbacks can lead to remarkable personal and professional development, demonstrating the transformative power of a growth mindset. How might you analyze a recent setback in your career or personal life to identify actionable steps you can take to improve and grow from the experience? How might you seek feedback from colleagues or friends to gain insights into your strengths and areas for development, empowering you to enhance your skill set? How might you challenge a fixed belief you have about your abilities by embracing a learning opportunity that pushes you outside your comfort zone and fosters personal growth? Rewiring your automatic responses empowers you to ignite a proactive mindset that transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. As you continue this inspiring journey, get ready to explore the impactful role of resilience in our next chapter, where we will delve into strategies that help you bounce back from setbacks stronger than ever. Remember, every step you take toward harnessing your power fosters a life rich with purpose and potential. For more insights and tools to support your transformation, subscribe to my channel. Tied to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint. Together, let's create a blueprint for success that leads to a brighter, more fulfilling future. Embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. Chapter 7. Overcoming Setbacks with Positivity. Have you ever felt like a setback has knocked the wind out of you, leaving you questioning your strength? In this chapter, we'll focus on the empowering ability to overcome setbacks through a lens of positivity. Life is full of challenges, but it's how we respond to those challenges that truly defines our resilience. By embracing setbacks as opportunities for growth, you'll learn to transform obstacles into stepping stones on your path to success. Exploring setbacks more deeply reveals crucial lessons that can propel us forward. It's easy to view setbacks through a perspective of failure and disappointment, but reframing our understanding positions these experiences as integral aspects of our personal development. Research conducted by psychologists shows that individuals who maintain a positive outlook while facing adversities are more likely to bounce back effectively and ultimately succeed in their endeavors. In fact, studies indicate that optimism not only enhances mental health, but also improves physical health and performance. This insight serves as a reminder that positivity isn't just a mindset, it's a crucial asset. Consider the example of Ethan, an entrepreneur who faced significant setbacks during his startup journey. After pouring his heart and resources into his innovative product, he received rejection after rejection from potential investors. Initially disheartened, Ethan took time to reassess his approach rather than giving in to despair. Armed with feedback from his rejections, he decided to pivot, redesigning his product to better meet market needs. Instead of seeing this time as a failure, Ethan reframed it as an invaluable learning experience. Armed with fresh insights, he returned to pitch his refined concept, eventually capturing the attention and support of enthusiastic investors. The story of Ethan exemplifies how setbacks, when viewed positively, ignite creativity and resilience, steering us to success. This chapter invites you to redefine your perspective when faced with challenges. Firstly, recognize that setbacks are not predictors of your worth or potential, but rather opportunities to glean valuable lessons. The next step involves practicing self-compassion. Reassure yourself that it's entirely human to experience hardships. During difficult times, your inner dialogue matters deeply. Ensure you speak to yourself with kindness and encouragement rather than judgment. This shift alone can foster a sense of empowerment, allowing you to approach your setbacks with pride. As we journey through this chapter, take action by identifying a recent setback in your own life. Reflect on it with curiosity instead of frustration, asking yourself what lessons it has to teach you. Set aside a few moments to journal your insights, focusing on how this setback has shaped your aspirations or forged resilience. This exercise not only plants the seeds for positive growth, but nurtures your ability to transform adversity into strength. Ultimately, your approach to overcoming setbacks can ignite transformative experiences. Each time you embrace a setback with positivity, you cultivate a mindset that thrives in adversity, proving that resilience and growth can flourish even in the face of challenges. By reframing setbacks as essential elements of your journey, you empower yourself to navigate through life's hurdles with confidence. Remember, your journey isn't defined by the obstacles you encounter, but how you choose to rise above them. Embrace this journey of overcoming setbacks, allowing each experience to enrich your personal growth and deepen your understanding of yourself and your capabilities. Acknowledge setbacks as part of your journey. Reframe your perspective to focus on the potential lessons embedded in each setback. Take actionable steps toward recovery by setting small, achievable goals. This three-step blueprint lays the groundwork for effectively overcoming any challenge you encounter. As you implement these strategies, it is essential to maintain a mindset characterized by curiosity and openness. When you encounter a setback, pause and reflect on the emotions it stirs within you. This recognition is not about wallowing in negativity, but rather about understanding your immediate reactions. By acknowledging how you feel, you create a platform for self-reflection that invites growth rather than stagnation. Instead of seeing adversity as a stumbling block, reclaim your power by shifting your view. Embrace the notion that every setback is a chance to reevaluate and refocus your aspirations, enriching your life experience with newfound wisdom. Consider the journey of Mia, who faced a significant setback when she was laid off from her job unexpectedly. Initially overwhelmed with anxiety, Mia allowed herself to feel the disappointment, understanding that it was a natural reaction. However, she soon applied her three-step blueprint by acknowledging the setback's role in shaping her future. Instead of panicking about her next steps, she reframed her perspective, seeing this unexpected change as an opportunity to explore new career avenues she had previously overlooked. With renewed purpose, Mia set small, achievable goals for herself, updating her resume, networking with old colleagues, and researching industries she was curious about. Each small step fortified her resolve and fueled her optimism. As you work through your own challenges, remember that your mindset directly influences the actions you can take. Continue to draw upon the powerful lessons that setbacks can impart. After identifying valuable insights, take intentional steps forward, focusing on what you can control. Developing a plan creates a sense of agency and empowers you to navigate the road ahead. It is this willingness to act that illuminates the path toward overcoming adversities, transforming setbacks into victories. Practicing resilience through reflection paves the way for breakthroughs. Each small step you take adds to your strength, reshaping how you approach difficulties in the future. Rather than letting fear dictate your response, Choose to cultivate a mindset that welcomes uncertainty and promotes exploration. This perspective shift reinforces your capacity to adapt and thrive against the unpredictability of life. Now let's also consider the power of support systems during challenging times. Surrounding yourself with upbeat and encouraging individuals generates a powerful shield against negativity. A strong support network reinforces your resilience by providing encouragement and different perspectives when challenges arise. You create an environment that nurtures growth by allowing others to uplift you and share in your journey. Remember that vulnerability is a strength. Asking for help is a vital part of the journey toward overcoming setbacks. Stay committed to your road of resilience. Recognize that each setback is not the end, but rather an invitation to venture into uncharted territory. As you engage in this ongoing journey, internalize the principle that setbacks can act as catalysts for significant personal development. With each obstacle you face and overcome, you incrementally build a robust foundation for future success. Trust the process. Embrace the lessons learned and celebrate every victory, however small, as you continue to forge your path. Each step forward strengthens your resolve to rise higher, illuminating the future that lies ahead with new possibilities and aspirations. Meet Daniel, a high school athlete who dreamed of securing a college sports scholarship. After a disappointing performance in a critical game, he felt crushed and questioned his abilities. Instead of giving in to despair, Daniel embraced a growth mindset. He sought feedback from his coach, who encouraged him to focus on his strengths and identify areas for improvement. Daniel dedicated himself to a rigorous training routine, incorporating drills that addressed his weaknesses. With perseverance and commitment, he turned his setbacks into opportunities for growth. When tryouts came around, Daniel's hard work paid off, and he not only made the team, but also received multiple scholarship offers. His journey showcases how resilience and a positive outlook can transform challenges into remarkable achievements. How might you reflect on a recent setback in your life to identify the growth opportunities it presented, ultimately reshaping your approach to future challenges? How might you gather feedback from trusted friends or mentors to better understand your strengths and areas for improvement, using their insights to enhance your skills? How might you create a personalized action plan that outlines specific steps you can take to develop resilience and maintain a positive mindset during difficult times? Overcoming setbacks with a positive mindset allows you to rewire your thought patterns and ignite resilience that leads to remarkable growth. As we move forward, prepare to explore the profound role of self-compassion in our next chapter, where we will uncover how treating ourselves with kindness can enhance our ability to bounce back and thrive in the face of adversity. This journey is about more than just enduring challenges. It's about building a vibrant life rooted in acceptance and empathy. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, to dive deeper into these transformative insights. Together, let's continue the quest for empowerment and unlock your full potential. Embrace the opportunities that lie ahead. Chapter 8. The Role of Self-Compassion. Have you ever struggled with self-criticism in the face of failure, wondering why it's easier to be kind to others than to yourself? This chapter focuses on the transformative power of self-compassion, an essential tool for cultivating resilience and promoting emotional well-being. By learning to embrace yourself gently, especially during tough times, you pave the way for growth and a deeper understanding of your experiences. Recognizing that everyone faces challenges enables you to foster a kinder relationship with yourself, ultimately propelling you toward a more fulfilled and balanced life. As we explore self-compassion, it's important to remember that this practice is not about excusing poor behavior or indulging in self-pity. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a close friend. Renowned psychologist Kristin Neff, who pioneered research in self-compassion, emphasizes that those who practice this mindset have better emotional regulation and cope with stress more effectively. According to her findings, self-compassionate individuals are more resilient, adapt more readily to life's ups and downs, and maintain higher levels of motivation to improve themselves. By welcoming self-compassion into your life, you invite a powerful ally on your journey toward personal growth. Consider Karen, a marketing executive who faced setbacks during a high-stakes project. Initially, she berated herself for not meeting the expectations she set. This inner dialogue only fueled her anxiety and hindered her progress. Reflecting on this experience, Karen decided it was time for a change. She began practicing self-compassion, encouraging herself to take breaks when overwhelmed and to frame her thoughts with kindness. Instead of saying, "I failed," she learned to say, "This is a learning opportunity." Over time, this shift in perspective not only reduced her stress, but also enhanced her creativity and adaptability. Embracing self-compassion allowed Karen to view her challenges with curiosity rather than criticism, transforming her approach to both her work and her life. Understanding the role of self-compassion in your journey opens doors to emotional resilience and personal growth. Begin by recognizing the moments when self-criticism surfaces in your thoughts. When you find yourself feeling inadequate, pause and replace those harsh judgments with gentle affirmations. Rather than reflecting on failures as shortcomings, invite narrative shifts that acknowledge your efforts and human experiences. Remind yourself that mistakes are not markers of worth, but stepping stones to learning and improvement. Incorporating mindfulness practices can also nurture self-compassion. By grounding yourself in the present moment, you can engage with your experiences without judgment. Techniques such as meditation and journaling can provide clarity and space for self-reflection. Journaling about your thoughts and feelings can illuminate patterns of behavior while fostering compassion as you articulate your experiences. This approach nurtures emotional awareness, allowing you to navigate life's complexities with kindness toward yourself. As you embark on this journey toward self-compassion, recognize that this practice is a skill that requires nurturing. Every moment you dedicate to being kind to yourself empowers you to cultivate resilience and emotional intelligence. After all, just as you would support a loved one through struggles, you deserve the same tender understanding and encouragement. In this respect, self-compassion is a radical and liberating act that ultimately enriches your ability to overcome challenges, leading you to become a more empathetic and grounded individual. Embrace the journey of self-compassion and allow it to illuminate the path toward a more profound sense of peace and fulfillment in your life. Recognize your self-critical thoughts as they arise. Reframe these negative judgments into kind and supportive affirmations. Practice self-compassion daily by engaging in nurturing activities that promote your well-being. This three-step blueprint allows you to cultivate self-kindness and transform how you relate to yourself during challenging moments. As you embark on this journey of self-compassion, it's essential to turn your awareness toward your internal dialogue. Notice the language you use when addressing yourself. Does it reflect encouragement or criticism? Acknowledging and understanding your self-talk creates a fertile ground for growth. When negative thoughts emerge, pause for a moment to consult your inner mentor, the voice that reminds you of your strengths and accomplishments. Instead of harshly questioning your worth, offer yourself the same compassion you would extend to a close friend facing difficulties. Realize that life is a series of ups and downs, and it is entirely human to stumble along the way. Once you recognize moments of self-criticism, practice reframing those thoughts into constructive affirmations. For instance, if you catch yourself thinking, "I should have known better," reword it to say, "I am doing my best, and it's okay to learn from this experience." By guiding your thoughts in a positive direction, you actively dissolve the cycle of self-doubt and invite a sense of acceptance. Remember that self-compassion is a powerful mechanism that fosters resilience, allowing you to understand that shortcomings are opportunities for growth rather than reflections of failure. Engaging in daily self-compassion practices will reinforce this journey further. Identify activities that nurture your mind and spirit, such as taking a leisurely walk, enjoying a warm cup of tea, or practicing mindful meditation. Give yourself permission to embrace moments of tranquility and tend to your inner landscape as you would a cherished garden. Each act of kindness toward yourself deepens your understanding of self-worth and innovation. Make self-care a priority, recognizing that refueling your spirit ultimately lays the groundwork for resilience. Consider the story of Amir, a high school teacher who consistently held high expectations for himself. When he experienced criticism from parents regarding his teaching methods, he took it to heart, leading to a cycle of self-doubt and frustration. Realizing that this pattern was unsustainable, Amir committed to practicing self-compassion. He started setting aside time at the end of each day to reflect on what went well. Instead of fixating on feedback, he acknowledged his dedication and passion for teaching as essential aspects of his journey. Over time, this practice empowered him to approach parental feedback constructively. Amir found strength in his self-acceptance and learned that embracing his imperfections strengthened his impact on students. As you foster self-compassion, bear in mind that it is much like building a muscle. It requires consistent practice and patience. Treat this journey with kindness, allowing yourself the grace to gradually integrate self-compassion into your daily life. Learn to embrace both the light and dark of your experiences, knowing that both contribute to your authentic self. Ultimately, weaving self-compassion into your life amplifies your ability to face challenges and nurtures your well-being. It transforms the dialogue within, providing you with a gentle reminder that you are deserving of kindness and care. This shift not only enhances your relationship with yourself, but illuminates the path for more meaningful connections with others. Embrace this nurturing approach, allowing self-compassion to guide you toward a richer experience filled with acceptance, growth, and resilience. The journey toward understanding and nurturing your own heart comprehensively enhances your capacity to stand strong in life, ready to navigate any storm with grace and confidence. Meet Jessica, a budding musician who faced harsh criticism after her first public performance. Instead of succumbing to self-doubt, she chose to adopt a growth mindset. Jessica actively sought feedback from her audience and her mentor, eager to improve her skills. Embracing the constructive criticism, she committed to a daily practice routine, focusing on the areas highlighted for improvement. Over time, Jessica transformed her initial disappointment into motivation, recording herself to track her progress and make adjustments along the way. When she performed again a few months later, she captivated the audience with her confidence and growth. Jessica's journey exemplifies how embracing feedback and commitment can turn challenges into stepping stones for success, showcasing the power of a growth mindset in action. How might you identify a recent experience that challenged your self-worth, and what steps can you take to reframe that experience into a learning opportunity? How might you actively seek constructive feedback from trusted individuals in your life, using their insights to enhance your skills and foster your personal growth? How might you incorporate daily self-compassion practices into your routine, such as positive affirmations or moments of reflection, to nurture a kinder relationship with yourself? Embracing self-compassion empowers you to rewire your inner dialogue and ignite a resilient spirit that flourishes in adversity. As we move forward, prepare to explore the transformative power of self-awareness in our next chapter, where we will uncover how understanding your emotions and thought patterns can further enhance your growth journey. Each insight you gain lays the groundwork for a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, for continued exploration and valuable tools to support your personal development. Together, let's craft a blueprint for success that resonates with your true potential, paving the way for a future filled with hope and possibility. Chapter 9. Creating Lasting Positive Change. Have you ever wondered what it truly takes to transform temporary efforts into lasting change? The journey of personal growth often begins with an awareness of the changes we want to make, but it's the steps we take to ensure those changes stick that really defines our success. In this chapter, we will delve into the strategies and mindsets necessary for creating sustainable, positive changes in your life. By understanding how to commit to your growth and maintain momentum, you'll unlock the door to a more fulfilling existence, allowing you to thrive long after this journey ends. When it comes to creating lasting positive change, consistency is essential. Cultivating good habits and embracing a growth mindset can set the stage for success in any area of your life. Research from the field of psychology emphasizes that it takes about 66 days to form a new habit. However, This time frame will vary depending on the individual and the complexity of the change. This finding highlights an important truth. Commitment requires patience and persistence. As you commit to your goals, develop a plan that outlines specific actionable steps to make those changes a reality. Reflecting on the experiences of Alex, a small business owner, can illuminate this principle. After realizing his lack of organization was hindering his business growth, he decided to implement a new system for managing tasks and responsibilities. However, the change didn't happen overnight. Alex took the initiative to educate himself on prioritization techniques and established a daily schedule for his work. Slowly, he began to incorporate new practices into his routine, diligently tracking their effectiveness. When faced with setbacks or days that didn't go as planned, Alex reminded himself that growth is a journey, allowing him to adapt rather than give up. Over time, these consistent efforts resulted in increased productivity and clarity in his work, demonstrating how commitment, patience, and perseverance can lead to lasting change. As you embrace your own journey of creating lasting positive change, recognize that self-discipline is your ally. It's easy to be enthusiastic about a new goal initially, but sustaining your commitment is where the real challenge lies. Remember, discipline is not about adhering to a rigid path. It's about being flexible and responsive to your evolving needs while making choices that align with your long-term objectives. Cultivate a habit of revisiting your goals regularly and assessing your progress. By celebrating achievements, no matter how small, you foster motivation to keep going. This encouragement reinforces the notion that change is not just possible. It's within your reach. One powerful approach to ensure that change becomes lasting is to anchor new habits to existing routines. For example, if you want to incorporate regular exercise into your life, plan to do it right after an established habit, like brushing your teeth in the morning. By linking the new behavior with something you already do, the transition becomes seamless. Each time you practice this, you contribute to building a strong foundation for your new approach that harmoniously integrates with your current lifestyle. Ultimately, creating lasting positive change is not a sprint. It is a marathon that requires intention, dedication, and self-compassion. Recognize that setbacks may occur, but they do not define you. Approach each challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow, using these experiences to reinforce your commitment to change. By nurturing this mindset, you empower yourself to shape a life that resonates with your values and aspirations. Embrace this empowering journey, armed with the knowledge that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to creating the lasting change you desire. Envision your goals with clarity to understand what lasting change looks like for you. Commit to consistent action daily, focusing on habits that align with your vision. Reflect on your progress regularly to celebrate achievements and adjust as needed. This three-step blueprint empowers you to create lasting positive change by clarifying your intention, fostering dedication, and reinforcing accountability. As you embark on this journey, it's important to remain open to the evolving nature of your aspirations. Goals are not static. They can shift as you grow and learn about yourself. Striving to maintain flexibility means that you can adapt your strategies to better serve your changing priorities. When resistance arises, which it almost always does, remind yourself of the reasons you embarked on this journey through self-exploration. This strong connection to your purpose provides the fuel needed to persist, even when challenges seem daunting. Consider the story of Lily, who decided to reinvent her lifestyle to prioritize her health. Initially, she was motivated, eager to consume healthier meals and exercise regularly. However, as life demands increased, maintaining those habits started to feel overwhelming. It was during a particularly busy week that Lily reflected on her progress. Instead of viewing the setbacks as failures, she connected with her original why, to feel more energetic and confident. With this view, she realized she needed to adjust her approach rather than abandon her goals. Lily took time to break her larger ambitions into smaller, more manageable steps, making them attainable rather than intimidating. By focusing on the small daily choices and celebrating each victory, she reignited her motivation and fostered lasting changes that stuck. Cultivating a supportive environment around your goals is vital. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire you and share your vision for growth. Engaging with like-minded people fosters accountability and provides a sense of camaraderie that makes the journey less isolating. Joining clubs, classes, or online groups focused on your interests encourages you to stay committed. When you celebrate each other's victories, it reminds you that you are not alone in your pursuit of positive change. Explore creative methods to keep your commitment lively. Vision boards, journals, and progress trackers can serve as physical manifestations of your ambitions and aspirations, making your goals tangible and visible. Additionally, integrating enjoyment and fun into the process can transform what may feel dull or monotonous into an engaging journey. Challenge yourself to keep things fresh by trying different approaches to your goals, like experimenting with new recipes, trying out different workout formats, or setting exciting milestones that re-energize your commitment to your journey. Resilience is also an essential component that helps maintain changes in your life. Understand that the path toward lasting positive change is often marked by setbacks and challenges. Embrace the notion that each experience, both good and bad, offers lessons that can be applied to your ongoing growth. As you work through these cycles of change, you cultivate a mindset that not only becomes adaptable but also appreciates the journey. Ultimately, this approach fosters patience as you learn to reframe obstacles as opportunities for growth. Creating lasting change requires more than just ambition. It's about crafting a deeply rooted belief in your ability to evolve. Embrace this transformational process and trust that with commitment and self-compassion, you can bring your vision to life. It's through your unwavering pursuit of positive change that you unlock endless possibilities, designing a life that resonates with your deepest values. By nurturing the connection between your intentions and actions, you'll discover the incredible strength within to create a vibrant and fulfilling existence grounded in resilience and empowerment. Meet Raj, a talented software engineer who initially struggled with public speaking and often avoided presentations at work. After receiving constructive feedback, he recognized this as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal flaw. Determined to improve, Raj enrolled in a speaking workshop, where he learned techniques to articulate his thoughts clearly and confidently. He embraced every chance to present, practicing relentlessly and viewing each critique as a stepping stone toward mastery. Over time, his anxiety transformed into excitement whenever he spoke in front of an audience. Raj's journey illustrates how adopting a growth mindset not only helped him develop essential skills, but also opened doors to new leadership opportunities, showcasing the power of perseverance and adaptability. How might you identify an area in your professional or personal life where you feel challenged, and how could you approach it with a growth mindset to foster improvement? How might you view feedback, both positive and constructive, as valuable insights that can help you develop your skills and enhance your confidence? How might you set specific, achievable goals in your journey of self-improvement, ensuring that you celebrate small successes along the way without losing sight of the bigger picture? Embracing a growth mindset allows you to rewire your thoughts, ignite your potential, and create a powerful blueprint for lasting change. As we move forward, get ready to explore the dynamic interplay between self-awareness and personal growth in our next chapter, where we will uncover how understanding your emotions can further enhance your journey of transformation. Every insight you gain acts as a building block for a more fulfilling life, guiding you toward your highest aspirations. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, so you can continue receiving the tools and insights to support your growth. Together, we will navigate this path to success, illuminating the way toward a brighter tomorrow. In conclusion, you've journeyed from the confines of limiting beliefs to the empowering realm of unstoppable habits through our engaging chapters. Now is the time to take action. Choose one chapter's blueprint, implement it today, and share your victory with your community. Thank you for investing in your growth. Remember that lifelong success flourishes through daily intentional efforts. If you found value in this journey, please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Brainpower Blueprint. Together, Let's continue building a vibrant community dedicated to personal development and transformation. Your journey toward unlocking your full potential starts now.